Yes, could be in other countries. Myself, I've lived in so many countries. And I want to tell Sosion, one, Kenya, we don't have surplus labor force. And I'm basing it on something called sphere standards. Sphere standards, these are global standards that have to be followed to define certain category of professionals. I'll make reference to medical, in the medical field. If you talk of nurses, Kenya doesn't meet the global standards, the ratio of a nurse to patients, yet we are exporting nurses. Mm-hmm. When it comes to doctors, we are far below the minimum threshold of a medical doctor to the patient. That is, medical doctors attached to our health facilities to provide health services. Still, we don't meet the global threshold. Mm-hmm. So when we start exporting the labor force, is a clear indication that the economy, the country has been unable to absorb the needed professionals who should re-engineer the economy. And that's a state of affairs. So when someone is trying to compare Sweden and those other countries, the reason those countries need labor force is because there's a shortage. Remember fertility rate in those countries mm-hmm. is below. And the growing population needs services. That's why they are tapping on countries that have been unable to create employment opportunities for their citizens. Our country still have shortage of labor force, but we are exporting simply because we can't accommodate them. Our economy is not performing to an extent it can accommodate them. Okay. If you go to local dispensary, I'm speaking from a point of knowledge. Remember, I'm representing a constituency. And if you go to our dispensaries, very few are functioning. You go to a dispensary, there is not even a clinical officer. A nurse comes in a week, maybe twice. The rest of the period is closed. One, sometimes they are never paid. There are no essential medical supplies to those hospitals. Mm-hmm. And here we are priding ourselves saying we are exporting labor force when you cannot provide services to your citizens. Mm-hmm. So these are a worrying trend. And if I was end of state, I'm telling you honestly, I would bring technocrats together to come up with a local solution to manage affairs of this state, of this country, other than trying to champion to that. And to defend something which is not right.
And the issue of health is very key. It is a devolved
function,
service.
yes.
Yes. And